Hey there, my yogi friend. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This is going to be a yin practice for letting go. So if there's something in your life that you know it's time to let go of, maybe it's some pain or maybe it's a certain perspective or some thoughts, I'd like to invite you to use this practice to feel the sensation of letting go in your body, in your heart, and in your mind. You may want to have 2 blocks for this practice, but other than that, you shouldn't need any other props. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and make your way down onto your mat. We're going to start off in butterfly pose. So from here, bring the soles of your feet together, taking your knees out wide. And you can take your feet out in front of you as close or as far away that would feel good for you right now. You may support your knees with a pair of blocks if you feel like there's a lot of tension on the inner groin. From here, we're going to be folding forward. You want to let the back round here, and you can release your forearms down to the mat. And if you have a lot of rounding in your upper back, you can also bring your forearms down to a pair of blocks. And you might also rest your forehead on a block, which you can place at any height on top of your feet or in front or behind them. So once you find your variation, go ahead and fold forward. Palms can be up, so there's no temptation to pull or to use any muscular effort or tension in the body. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Begin by softening your face and your jaw. Your tongue and your cheeks. And soften through the fingertips. Allow your body to completely relax into this shape. And I'd like to invite you to take a moment here to bring to mind whatever it is that you're trying to let go of. You know deep down in your heart and in your body that it's time to let this thing go. But I'd like to invite you to take a moment to acknowledge the significance of this experience or this person in your life. Acknowledging the role that it has played for your growth and for how it has helped you to become who you are today. Notice what this brings up in the body and what thoughts are coming up. Allow yourself to feel those sensations. Notice if your mind and body are doing everything they can to get you out of this feeling, to not feel this. And see if you can stay with it. Allow yourself to be here with this sensation, recognizing the importance of this experience in your life. Very slowly begin to press into your hands to lift yourself back upright, bringing your spine into a neutral position. Take your hands behind you. Take your feet out wide and begin to windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Slowly come to stillness. We're going to make our way into swan pose. Start off by coming onto all fours. And then take your right knee forward, bringing it behind your right wrist. Take your left heel to wherever would feel comfortable. So if you need to bring it a little bit closer into your groin, that's perfectly fine. Keep both hip bones pointing forward. Extend your left leg long behind your left hip. And if your right hip is floating off of the mat, you can bring it onto a block or a blanket so that both of your hips are at the same level. And then either stay here on your fingertips, shoulders down your back, lifting your chest, or come down onto your forearms, or make a little pillow with your hands, taking your elbows out wide, or extend your arms out in front of you. Once you've found your shape, relax your shoulders, relax your fingers. Allow your body to melt down completely into this mat, surrendering into this pose. And bring your attention back to your breath. Bring your attention back to whatever it is that you know it's time to let go of. And begin to allow yourself to slowly accept that it's time to let go. There may be fears associated with letting go. See if you can take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And with your exhale, allow your body to release, releasing some of that fear, moving towards acceptance that it's time to move on. Let each exhale take you deeper into that acceptance, slowly shedding away the fears, slowly shedding away the need to hang on to whatever it is that this experience has created for you. And gently press into your hands to lift yourself back up. Nice and slow. Make your way back into that tabletop position. And maybe extend your right leg behind you, pressing back through the heel, letting a little bit of that blood flow back into your leg. And come back into that tabletop position, and we'll set up for the other side. Take your left knee behind your left wrist. Lower your hips down towards the mat, keeping them at the same height. If your left hip is floating and there's a tendency to roll over into that left hip, support it with a prop. You can take your left heel in as close towards you as you need to. Keep your right leg extended behind your right hip. And then either stay up here on your fingertips with your chest lifted, shoulders down your back, or walk your arms forward, making a little pillow with your hands, or extending your arms out in front of you. Relax your shoulders and soften your face and your jaw. Come back to your breath. And as you let your body soften into this shape, see if you can allow your heart to soften into the idea of letting go, of accepting that it's time to move on and to create new space for new experiences. Allow each exhale to take you deeper into this acceptance. And just notice, what does it feel like to let go? Are any feelings of fear accompanied by feelings of excitement, of hope? And very gently press into your hands. Begin to lift yourself back up. And make your way back into that tabletop position. Extend your left leg behind you, pressing back through your heel. Take a few breaths here. And we'll make our way into our next posture, coming onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Come down onto your forearms, stacking your shoulders above your elbows, fingers pointing forward. Press your heart through your arms, shoulders down away from your ears. And if it would feel more comfortable and allow you to relax deeper into this shape, you can lower your forehead down to a block at any height. And relax your glutes and the backs of your legs and your feet. Come back to your breath. And there shouldn't be any compression in your lower back. You shouldn't be feeling any pinching. So if you do, you can just walk your arms forward a little bit. Let go a little bit of that arch in your spine. And then take a moment here to ask yourself if you need to invite a little bit of forgiveness into your heart in order to let go and to move into this acceptance. Maybe you need to forgive yourself, or you need to forgive someone else. Wherever that forgiveness needs to be directed, bring your attention to your heart center and see if with each inhale you can invite a little bit of that forgiveness into your heart. And with each exhale, direct it towards whoever is receiving that forgiveness. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And slowly press back into a child's pose, sitting your hips over your heels. Take 3 deep breaths here. And gently press into your hands to lift yourself up, bringing your spine upright, and make your way into a seat. For our next posture, we're going to come into supported fish pose. So you're going to want to use your blocks for this. And you're going to place one block at the top of your mat for your head and the other block lengthwise for your back. You can take this block in between your shoulder blades, or alternatively, you can also place it horizontally at the bottom part of your shoulder blades. So find whichever variation would work for you, and also feel free to play around with the height of the blocks. I usually like to have it on the middle height, but you might start off with the lowest setting and see how that feels in your body, and then move up towards the higher height. Lie down on top of your blocks. There should be no pinching in your lower back. Make any adjustment you need to with the blocks to get comfortable. And then either take the soles of your feet together, letting your knees knock out to the side, or you can simply stay on the soles of your feet with your knees bent, or extend your legs out in front of you. Any of these three variations is perfectly fine. You can extend your arms out to your side. Relax your shoulders. Let your body melt completely over these blocks, allowing them to support you. Take a breath in and exhale it out. Let your body surrender, letting go of any need to hold this shape. Just allowing gravity to do the work here for you. And as we begin to open up into the heart, see if you can allow this opening to create new space in your life. See if you can allow this letting go, moving on, to invite a new experience into your life. And notice if the thought of something new excites you. Notice if there's maybe a little bit of curiosity to find out what the world has waiting for you, what is coming next. See if you can invite just a little bit more into your body of the sensation, the space, this newness, a fresh start, a new feeling, letting go of what no longer serves you and focusing on what is ahead of you. Maybe even take a few breaths here to visualize what's possible now that you have begun to let go of whatever it is that's been holding you back. And what does this new experience feel like? What does it smell like? What does it look like? Very slowly begin to make your way out of this shape, bringing your hands behind your head, drawing your chin towards your chest, and coming onto your elbows to take your blocks off to the side. Make your way down onto your back and draw your knees into your chest, giving them a little squeeze. Take 2 breaths here. Release the soles of your feet down to your mat. Press down into your heels, lift your hips up, and take your hips over to the right. Let your knees fall over to the left for a supine twist. If it would feel more comfortable, if your bottom knee is floating off the mat, you can place a block underneath. If you have a big gap in between your knees, you might also like to place a blanket there or a block. And then extend your right arm out in the opposite direction, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. And your gaze can follow towards the right. Come back to your breath. Let your body release into this shape. You don't have to do anything to hold this shape. And twists can be a really nice way to detox the body. So we can take this last pose as a chance to detox and let go of anything you're still holding on to. Shedding away last little pieces. Recognizing once again that it's served its purpose, honoring the purpose that it's served in your life, and accepting that it's time to move on. Allow your body to feel the sensation of letting go. It's okay to let go. It's safe to let go. Very gently bring your knees back to center. Bring your spine back into a neutral position. And press into your heels, lifting your hips up, take them over to the left, and let your knees drop over to the right. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. And once again, use whatever props you need to here. Gaze can go towards your left. Allow your body to completely surrender into this pose, allowing the floor and your breath to support you. Let your body let go of anything that's still holding you back, recognizing that whatever this experience was, it's shaped who you are today. And now it's time to let go and to create space for a new experience. an exciting new experience, an experience that feels good, an experience that you're ready for. Very slowly draw your knees back into your chest. Bring your spine back into a neutral position. Take 2 breaths here. And when you're ready, make your way into shavasana, extending your legs out in front of you, arms coming by your side. Let go of any last little bit of tension. Soften into your shavasana. Acknowledging the work that you've done here through your practice. You are now ready to move on with your life, honoring the experience you've had and creating space for the new experience to come. You are ready. I invite you to repeat the following affirmation to yourself. I am ready to let go and to move forward. I am ready to let go and to move forward. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to deepen your breath. Roll over onto your side, curling up into a fetal position. And gently make your way up into a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, pausing here for a moment to notice the effects of this practice on your body and your mind. We'll close with a deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your third eye center, bringing gratitude to this practice and to the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you so much, my yogi friend, for letting me be your guide for this practice. I hope that you have enjoyed it and that it has brought you some healing energy into your life. If you'd like to continue practicing together, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and feel free to leave a comment below letting me know how this practice felt for you. Thanks again, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.